What is going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video it's just going to be a little update. I'm going to go over some things that's come out from Castore, going over my thoughts on some of the friendlies and where my match reaction type things have been in case you'd be missing them. As for my thoughts or any match reactions, I've been doing live streams on my YouTube, and to find them all you need to do is come on. I'll go live 15 minutes before each game and I'm doing a live watch along. You might have seen some other teams, like for example Arsenal Fan TV, one of the bigger ones out there, that sort of thing. So it's me and a couple of mates, or we'll mix it up with who's coming on the channel, but I'm doing that for every game. So that's literally live reacting as it's happening. There's roughly been about 200 concurrent viewers in watching the games with us, which has been absolutely fantastic to get a chat with everyone and get everyone's opinions on the live game. So that's where they've been, and I'll probably be doing that in all of these lockdown games. So for those of you that haven't checked them out, I'm going to give my thoughts on the team and coming up to this Motherwell game, which is on later today. And the team, what can you say? 2 games against 2 high European level opposition. Lyon in the last 16 of the Champions League, okay, they maybe not played their full strength team, it is only a friendly, but it's still a top result, and to get a clean sheet against Nice and Lyon, it's fantastic stuff. The team did look great throughout both games, but we always say this against the European opposition, and the higher the opposition, the higher we seem to play, and it's always better when we've got time and space to move. Someone, for example, that makes a prime example of this is Brandon Barker, someone who's got a lot of stick from the Rangers fans for not providing enough when he's got his game time, and he actually looked good. It did actually look good, but that's because he's got that pace to burn, and just when we're playing your St Mirren's, Hamilton's, Motherwell today, you just don't have that type of space in behind, so it's different type of players that we need. Gerrard and the team seem to have stuck with us 4-3-3, the inverted wingers again, but it looked, obviously again, it's only early days, but it looks a bit more organised. Naturally that's going to happen when you've had a lot more time to work on it, but the midfield, especially when Jack and Aribo were in there, that third position would be up for debate for me going forward, but I would love to see, just from what I've seen so far, Jack, he's just the spine of that midfield. Aribo playing in midfield, and then your front three being Morelos, Kent and Hadji. I think it's worked really well with someone like Kamara in there. Personally, I prefer Kamara over Davis currently right now, and Aribo is one of them midfield three. It's really good, because he's snappy, he's quick, he's actually been winning the ball back quite a bit. And as you all know, he's one of our best technical players. I'd maybe say him and Hadji are our two most technically gifted footballers in the team. So when Aribo's winning that ball back in midfield, he's always getting his head up. He's got the ability, he's got the pace to get past someone. He's got good passing. It creates all sorts of problems for oppositions, and I like seeing him in that centre mid spot. Moving on to talk about the defence in the 2 games that we've seen so far, and well, the 2 clean sheets against that type of opposition speak for itself, but especially when you're going down to 9 men, the amount of organisation. But unfortunately, we're a team that's actually used to playing with a man short on the pitch. The main backline has been Tav, Borna, Edmondson and Goldson. With obviously Katic's injury, it looks as if Highlander's maybe got a bit of a knock, as he's not been involved in any of the games yet, or he's just fighting to get that match fitness back. But it looks as if right now that is the back 4 until Highlander can get his match fitness back, because I've got a sneaky suspicion that Gerrard won't want him back in. But after them 2 games, I think the defence have done themselves no harm. Edmonds had a few dodgy passes at times. I know a lot of people picked up against that, especially in the Nice game. Some of the youths got to run it as well. Patterson was solid when he came on. Big Calvin, very versatile, which looks like he's going to offer a lot for us. He can play centre-back, either full-back. Again, it's a bit too early to judge him, but promising signs from what we've seen of him so far. And of course, Big Pap, Lewis Mayo at centre-back, and he's been really impressive when he came on. Middleton coming on as well, and by God has that man been hitting the gym during this quarantine. The guy is literally quadrupled in size, which is good for him, because he's obviously got that pace. If he's got that pace and he's hard to knock off the ball, he's like becoming the Scottish Adama. Well, we can hope that he can become like the Scottish Adama, because he's been coming on at left back there. He got a chance and he's bombing up and down that line, and with that physicality, the boy, I swear he could still become a player, but he's just been so one-dimensional in the past. But if he can learn to cut inside and make his game a bit more versatile, we've got a player in our hands. And the last thing I'll say about the friendlies that I've played so far is I'd like to give a special mention to Connor Goldson. I think he's been an absolute rock at the back, and hey, I'm usually one of his harshest critics. I think he's at the bottom of the centre-back pile. I think he's our worst one. But if he's playing like that, hands up, absolutely fantastic Connor, and hopefully he keeps that up for the rest of the season. Moving away from the past friendlies and now talking about the ones that are going on today when this video is released, and this was kind of kept quiet, well, I certainly didn't hear about it anyway, But Rangers B team, well, that is what Rangers tweeted out, saying Rangers B team with a lineup or playing Dundee United. Dundee United came with a full strength team from what I've seen, and that game is currently underway. It's at 1 each while I'm recording this video. But on screen now you can see the team, and that is Firth, Patterson, Middleton, Mayo, Calvin, McCrory, Stewart, Docherty, McPake, Kennedy and Jones. And seeing Kennedy's in there was a bit of an interesting one, because if you may or may not have seen Gerrard after his game against Nice, I believe that interview was, he had a little bit of a dig at his youth, saying if you are not ready to play for this club, because there's been a bit of, there's no clearance about it, but a lot of words going on about Kai Kennedy refusing contracts and being a bit too high of an ego. He's trying to say that he deserves to be in the first team, etc. So the rumours from that is Kai Kennedy would have been on his way out, but it looks as if he's getting his chance here. Well, he is getting his chance in this lineup, and we'll see how he goes on today. And we'll hear a bit about interviews from Kevin Thompson, who's leading that team after today. And he did go on to say about the lineup from his team. He thanked Gerrard for allowing some of the first team players, or the guys that usually train in and around the first team, to come down to the B team and help out with that. And it's a huge, huge chance, as described by Kevin, to get on Gerrard's good books and press and prove that they're worthy to try and push up to that starting 16, that starting 11 for Gerrard. Another thing that this lineup allows you to do is kind of predict the Motherwell game, and I'm going to give it a shot right now. We're a couple hours before kick-off, so it's not been released yet, and my prediction is McGregor, Tav, Edmondson, Borna, Goldson, Kamara, Jack, Aribo, Morelos, Kent and Hadji. And I think in Gerrard's head right now, that is his strongest 11, and it looks as if he's not messing about with his Motherwell, with some of the players. It looks, well, obviously none of the youths are going to be involved, so it looks as if Gerrard's going full strength and saying this is what we need to get ready for, because it's all fun and good playing against Nice and Lyon. Like, for example, Celtic went and played PSG. Yeah, it's great to go and play them glamourtised, but what good is it chasing shadows when that's not what it's going to be like? Celtic, when they play their games, except when they play us, are going to dominate every game, have the ball, just the majority of the time try to break down a wall. And that's why it's good that we're playing the likes of Motherwell, because it gets us back into the action. You know it's going to be rough and tumble, you know it's going to be a low block trying to counter us, and it gets us used to what we're going to be playing against. And saying that though, my prediction for the Motherwell game is just a comfortable 3-0 win, and it's good to keep that winning momentum going. Like, a lot of other supporters took the mick out of us for winning that trophy when, you know, if they won it, they'd have been going crazy about it and celebrating themselves. But winning is a habit. It's good to get that. It's good to get their hands on a trophy, and it might get the players feeling a little bit like, right, I want to do this again. But that's going to be all the talk I'm doing about the team, and I'm now going to move on to a little bit of an update that came out from Castore on when things are getting released, the away kit, and the opening of the Ibrox store. So from Castore's update, I've seen that on the 1st of August at 9 AM, Rangers are opening their own online store. And from what I've seen so far, it's just going to be like the actual Rangers kits that you can buy at this time. Because from the 4th of August, Castore gear will be available to buy online. And then from the 6th is when the store is going to be opening. And there was a debate about it, an email came out. It was a poll for the My Gers members. You got asked what you wanted the new store to be named. So Rangers fans got the choice, or the My Gers members got the choice to actually choose what the new mega store would be called. There was a lot of laughs and kind of jokes about it. Some people trying to call it the Rangers Town or the Bears Den. But thankfully, just the Rangers store won that vote. Now, the actual away kit itself is going to be debuted when we go up to Pittodrie to play Aberdeen. The team will come out wearing that, so that will be the grand reveal of that top. So hopefully we're all liking that, but you know, we're all going to like it and buy that anyway. But yeah, to reiterate, Rangers store is opening online on August 1st, so that'll just be to buy the strips. Then Castore gear, all this amazing training kits and stuff that we've been seeing will be online from the 4th, and then available in the Rangers store from the 6th. To go with the announcement of the Rangers store opening on the 6th of August, they've also announced that it will be open 7 days a week, which is great for people who are working in that, because you don't really have a restriction on what days you can and can't go to it. It's open 7 days a week for you. And with it being the 6th of August as well, that is the day that Rangers play Bayer Leverkusen. So Rangers have also said that My Gers members will get exclusive access to the store on the 6th. So that's one of the first major benefits that I've seen of being on the My Gers membership. And they have also announced, well, Rangers have announced that they will be doing a live screening of the Bayer Leverkusen game. And from what I've seen, that's not My Gers only, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But that will be good. If it is an Ibrox, presuming you'll be doing all the social distancing and stuff, screens up to see the game. But they've not made further announcements on that yet, but from what I've seen, that's what they're planning. But that is going to be all that we're going to talk about for this video, guys. I appreciate you all watching, but I do want to ask something before you go. Number one, let me know your prediction for the Motherwell squad down in the comments below if you've watched it before the game kicks off. And number two, if when Ibrox is reopening, would you like to see it opening on like a half capacity, or just waiting until it's the full 50,000 allowed back in? Now, I would rather wait until it's 50,000 rather than like the government guidelines of allowing like 30-40% back in. Because how would you do that? Obviously social distancing, so some people have got to miss out per game. But how do you decide, right, you get to go to the Hamilton game, but your buddy there gets to go to the Old Firm game? No. So that's I think that will cause a lot of angry people, to say the very least, if it is chosen that way. It might be chosen a different way, which is fair. I'm not sure about that, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So just before we go, another little reminder, if anyone wants to be involved in these watch-alongs, come and chat with us, hear a bit of a live reaction to the games, all you do is click on the YouTube channel, you see a little button that says live, and you can be in there with me, a couple of people, and all the chat there, just saying their thoughts and sharing our opinions about the game, just as a little community. But again, appreciate you all watching. Subscribe if you haven't done already, it's completely free. Like the video if you haven't already, it helps the channel grow massively, and we'll catch you in the next one.